Very quickly going to describe how this guide is set up. The video is split into chapters, you can find them down below. The first chapter will describe the boss fight mechanics, the second chapter describes each of the important abilities, and the final chapter will be role-specific duties. The One Armed Bandit. This is a two-phase fight that requires good coordination, awareness, and ad management. The raid must deposit tokens into the boss. Each token combination triggers different effects, and failing to deposit tokens or depositing the same combination twice results in a wipe. There is a lot of information here because of the token combinations. We're going to cover the token combinations last. Just listen to the combinations, but don't worry about remembering them all. I'll give you a very short and sweet summary at the end. Phase 1. Let's discuss the main mechanic first. The boss will use Spin to Win at 100 energy. He will stand still and channel this for 35 seconds. 3 ads will jump down from the stands and they will each have a different icon above their head. This icon identifies which token they drop when they are defeated. There are 4 tokens: a bomb, fire, coins, and lightning. Once defeated, a player just has to walk over top of the token to pick it up, take the token to the boss, and use your extra action button to deposit it inside the boss. The 2 main points here are: 1. You must deposit 2 tokens before the 35 seconds is up, and 2. You must deposit different combinations. Failure to do these will result in a wipe. So let's talk about the ads and other abilities, and then we will dive into the combinations. The ads have 3 abilities, but only 2 matter. Overload is the most important and must be interrupted. This deals heavy raid-wide damage. Withering Flames is a dispellable debuff that deals damage to players over 15 seconds. Once it's dispelled, it shoots out flames from that player's location that needs to be avoided. Now the boss's other abilities. Pay line. The boss will roll out giant coins in one direction, shown by this blue line. You want to avoid these, but if you stand close to the line, you'll actually be buffed for 15 seconds, increasing damage, healing, and movement speed. Once these coins reach the wall, they fall over and explode with ring. After the explosion, players will need to run over to the down coin and interact with it to roll it again. You can roll it wherever you want, but they have to be rolled. Each coin on the ground buffs the boss's damage by 5%. After a player rolls the coin, it is destroyed. Foul Exhaust is his other ability that deals quick raid damage over 1.5 seconds. This also applies a healing absorb that needs to be cleared. Players will take continuous damage while this absorb is active. His tank mechanic is called the Big Hit. He will wind up and charge before smashing the tank. The tank targeted should run to the outside wall quickly, as once the hit lands, it leaves behind a large shocking field area. Tanks should swap after each hit. Tanks can also remove 2 of these shocking fields by activating a coil. Coils are created by the tokens, which is discussed later. Okay, now let's actually cover the combos. Bomb and Shock, Bomb and Flame, Bomb and Coin. All 3 of these summon ads that must be killed. They are somewhat different, but it really comes down to the exact same thing. Kill them ASAP. Bomb and Shock, they only chase players. Bomb and Coin, they have much more HP. Bomb and Fire, they send out fire waves when they are killed. Now let's cover the shock combos. Each shock combo puts a coil on the floor. This is where the attack comes from, and these coils can also be interacted with, but I'll cover that in just a minute. Shock and Flame will place a coil that sends out fiery waves that have to be avoided. Shock and Coin drops a magnet coil that will pull players towards them for 5 seconds. Just a note, Shock and Bomb does drop a coil. That's where the bombs actually spawn from. The final minor combo is Flame and Coin. This just deals unavoidable raid damage over 8 seconds. Finally, let's talk about the coils. Any player can interact with these, but it's best for the tanks to handle it as it deals a big chunk of damage to whoever touches it. Activating a coil does 2 things. First, it absorbs 2 of the closest shocking fields, removing them from the floor. And second, it triggers whichever mechanic is associated with it. So ideally, you want to activate any coil that doesn't have a bomb. In the next section, I will have a chart that you can pause and look at with a complete breakdown of each combo. Just know that the chart is also present on my downloadable cheat sheets. Links, of course, are down below. Now for the short and sweet summary of the tokens. If you're being pulled, run away. If you see fire waves, avoid them. If you see ads, kill them. As a final note, it really helps to have one person call out which tokens should be deposited. Phase 2 starts when the boss is close to 30% HP. Phase 1's abilities. Spin to Win. This is the 100 energy attack. The boss will stand still for 35 seconds while 3 ads jump down, and these attendants will drop tokens which must be deposited to end this mechanic. The real assistants, they carry the tokens and drop them once defeated. They have 3 attacks. Overload is interruptible and deals raid damage. Withering Flame applies a 15-second dispellable dot that sends out fire waves, and Electric Blast just applies a stacking dot to players that are hit. Pay line. This rolls large coins in a general direction. It buffs players that stand next to the line, increasing damage and healing done, plus movement speed for the next 15 seconds. Coins must be rolled again by players or they increase the boss's damage by 5%. Foul Exhaust. This deals quick raid damage over 1.5 seconds and applies a healing absorb. Players take damage until the absorb is cleared. The Big Hit. The boss charges his attack and smacks the tank. The tank hit leaves behind a shocking field effect, and it applies a 30-second damage debuff. The token combinations. I'm not listing these. Pause here to read the sheet for a breakdown of each combo. Phase 2. This game is rigged. Once the boss is close to 30% AHP, cheat to win triggers. Now instead of depositing tokens, the boss spins his own reels. This is a DPS race as the 4th reel spin will result in a wipe. The first combo is all lightning, which will drop a lightning coil. This knocks back all players and tethers a lightning beam to the boss. Do not touch this, this will pretty much kill you. The boss will summon more of these coils, so stay aware. The second combo is all fire, which will mark a few players, and after a couple seconds the boss will shoot a fire beam at them, so stay spaced out. The third combo is all coins. This just deals raid damage every 2 seconds until he hits his fourth combo, which is all bombs. This just wipes the raid. The tank mechanic and the rolling coins still exist in this phase, so handle them accordingly. Role specific duties. Tanks. Taunt swap after each big hit and drop your shocking field against the wall. Keep moving the boss around as needed. Use the coil to clear some shocking field, just pop a defensive before activating. During phase 2, be aware of positioning with the coils as the lightning beam will one-shot people. Healers. Stand close to the rolling coins to get the buff. Expect quick bursts of raid damage with foul exhaust and quickly heal through the absorbs. Expect constant bursts of raid damage once tokens are deposited and abilities are triggered. Make sure you're dispelling withering flames. During phase 2, expect increasing ramping damage as this phase goes on. DPS. Stand close to the rolling coins to get the buff and be sure to interact with the coins to get rid of them. Interrupt real assistant adds and kill them quickly to get their tokens. Deposit different token combinations into the boss. Bomb adds are the top priority to kill. During phase 2, watch out for the lightning beam and save your defenses for scattered payout. Alright, you're good to go. Shout out to these channel members. If this video helped them, press the thumbs up, subscribe if you enjoy WoW content. I have plenty of guides, tips and tricks, podcasts, and more. You can show extra support by becoming a channel member. It's 99 cents a month and gives you early ad-free access to all my videos. Check out my store for exclusive Prefessional merch. I'll see you in the next one.